What's up, the internet? Shadows3 here, and today I have a Pokemon set for you. Yes, as opposed to me doing terribly in a battle, I'm just gonna upload a set here, copying BT almost minute for minute. Um, Pretty much with the release of ORAS, Greninja is even more powerful than before. We all know this. Like, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Gunk Shot, U-Turn, or whatever it runs is almost unstoppable. Nothing switches in without fear of dying in 2 hits. Except for, I think, Magnezone takes a hit. In any case, Greninja is a threat, even more so than an X and Y, and X and Y was a problem anyways. Talonflame is also a problem in ORAS because with the new Megas, most of which being considered for OU, like Mega Sceptile, Blaziken's Ubers, we all know that, and Mega Slowbro, it's kind of, you know, Talonflame has a priority, can get in before Mega Slowbro sets up things. Since it sets up Calm Minds, you know, physical attacks are kind of the only way you can break through it. But I have a set in Jolteon, sitting all the way down in RU. I actually think it's very, very viable in OU. Pretty much, I stumbled across this while playing with Jolteon because it's one of my favorite Pokemon. I was just playing around in OU, built a team that I had considered using, like Battle Spot and Battle Mason, whatever. That thing where you earn battle points so you can teach your Greninja Ice Punch and Gunk Shot. I stumbled across this doing that. Pretty much it's just a Life Orb Jolteon, running Volt Absorb of course, because Quick Feet doesn't really matter. That's what this set is based around, actually, is speed, so Quick Feet is unimportant. Running the standard what I consider the standard 4 attacks being Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Hidden, or Shadow Ball, and then Hidden Power Ice. We have Bolt Beam coverage, and then Switch Initiative and Volt Switch and Shadow Ball can nail, you know, whatever wants to switch in on Jolteon, because Jolteon has one of the fastest Volt Switches in OU. In fact, I think it is the fastest, unless you want to bring in a Scarfer, like, I think Flygon in UU runs Scarf U-Turn. Anyways, it's the fastest initiative grabber in the game. Not always a good thing because sometimes you want like a slow baton pass, a slow U-turn, but in any case, it is there. And the real big spot here is the EV spread on this Jolteon. Obviously, you're going to run max special attack because base 110 special attack is good, but it is not great. It's not fantastic by any means. I mean, it damages, but it's not going to hit like a truck like we have, you know, Greninja with its always stab bullcrap. Then we have 32 in defense because it helps ensure that, you know, not every single priority attack in the game is going to kill us, because Jolteon is rather frail. Base 95 special defense isn't bad, that's why I'm not investing in it. I don't need to, I don't think. But base 60 defense is absolute booty. So I invested in that a bit. It brings it to 163, not a fantastic number, and HPS does take a point out of that, but we need that HPS for coverage. But then the real specialty here is the timid nature, 224 speed EVs puts it at 387 speed. If I can highlight the proper number here. That is an amazing number, because the fastest speed stat unscarfed in OU is 386, and that is Mr. Talonflame, Mrs. Talonflame, whatever, the Smogon bird. 386, that's a jolly max speed Talonflame. And of course, you know, then Greninja, base 122, right? Yeah, base 122 only has 376 with HP Fire, 377 otherwise. So you also outspeed that. And fun fact about Jolteon is with 110 special attack fully invested with Life Orb, Jolteon Okos. Here's Greninja. We have a set that I don't run because I don't like even HP numbers. Shady Penguin taught me about them even HP numbers being terrible, terrible things. Put that right there. So even with the 4 special defense, Jolteon moves first, and Thunderbolt does 156%. So for reference, that is the biggest threat in OU, pretty much. O-code. Not a thought considered, it's dead. And if for whatever reason they're holding lax incense or some bullshit, and you miss, they only do at most 90% unless a crit. And then the crit does it time and a half, so you're gonna die. But the point being is you have to do some random thing. You'd have to miss a Thunderbolt and then have to then hit a Hydro Pump, which exact opposites right there. But yeah, Jolteon just wrecks Greninja, so there's that threat taken care of. OU has been changed forever. Well, then we have Smogon Bird. Jolteon also takes care of that. And the only thing that Talonflame can do prior to getting O-Code is Brave Bird, and this is the Revenge Killer set, Adamant Banded, so it actually don't even need the max speed I put into it. You can put more in defense, maybe take less of a hit. But a banded Adamant Talonflame Brave Bird does at most 73% to this here Jolteon, which is great. That's one reason why I consider Jolteon, was because it resists bird spam, you know, it counters it pretty well, and then also hits not Talonflame, rather, Greninja. And those are the two fastest things in OU, sitting at 122 and 126. Nothing else even gets close. I think the next closest thing is base 110 Latios, without going into megas, of course, because technically Mega Alakazam is like base 150 and it's technically OU, but BL is BL, no one likes it. But both of these threats just completely fall to Jolteon with this EV spread I have lined up here. And another fun thing is, because Jolteon is Volt Absorb and doesn't have much for recovery outside of that, I mean, I guess it does get Wish because of breeding, but because it has Volt Absorb, you can pretty much switch with impunity on any Volt switches coming in. Say someone wants to use a Fortress to set up their hazards for whatever reason instead of using Parathorn. You can predict a Volt switch, switch into Jolteon, gain a quarter of your HP back, and that's another 3 hits with your Life Orb. And other than that, Jolteon fears pretty much nothing, because other than a Scarfer, you outspeed everything you can Volt Switch out to an appropriate counter. So this has been my Jolteon moveset. But all I'm going to say for today, for those of you watching, leave a like if you liked the video, comment if you've tried this set, if you maybe have suggestions for this set, things to pair with it. Personally, I think this Jolteon right here pairs very well with a Greninja of its own. I run physical Greninja because I'm a hipster and fuck what you want to do. I just don't like, you know, splitting the attacking stats. But yeah, leave a comment if you use this, or if you have suggestions, or if you know counters to this in OU that you know, just completely stop this from working. If you want to see anything more like this, leave a comment, because sets aren't my thing, but I mean, I found this and I kind of want to share it. But I do occasionally upload battles. I plan on getting a recording set for my 3DS and maybe uploading some kart battles. But until next time, take it easy. This has been Shadows of X3, and have yourselves a good day.